Welcome to the acclaimed podcast, The Deep Dive, featuring your esteemed hosts, Andy Monitor and Drew Dinzik, powered by BetSperts.
Welcome to The Deep Dive. 2026 World Cup has been outstanding so far. I don't think that's hyperbole. It has absolutely rocked. It has rocked, and we are 2 matches into the knockout round. Are we about halfway? 50-ish matches of the 104 so far?
We're well past halfway.
We're well past halfway.
It was during the groups was halfway. And
okay.
Somebody made a point on Twitter of saying, and I disagreed. They said they needed like a 3-day break so that Americans could fill out their brackets. And, I do think they should have a 1-day break for the content guys, because
of course
throwing something together on Saturday night, Sunday morning was tough. And it felt like my other real quick critique. I know they're a host, but that wasn't the strongest opening knockout matchup that we could have thrown out there for a standalone game on a Sunday.
Yeah, maybe
could have picked. I guess maybe it was based on who was in that spot, and it was all predetermined. Probably. But they needed to pull the wire. FIFA can do whatever they want.
It was always going to be a runner-up versus a third placer, and that you're right. That was a pretty weak way to seed the tournament. Anyway, we are up to match 74. Germany Paraguay kicks off here at 4:30 p.m. UTC 4-4. I don't even. I'm assuming that's in an hour, right?
I got the Peacock on again. I've watched every single one in Spanish so far.
Absolutely, Telemundo has
way more exciting,
crushing. My Spanish is all coming back to me listening to Telemundo. I absolutely love it. We're joined by an outstanding guest. First time ever on the Deep Dive, or did you join us a million years back in the day? First time ever on the Deep Dive. Welcome, Mr. Flash Gordon.
Thanks for having me, boys. I'm normally typing away.
I know. I can't wait to talk footy with you. I can't wait to hear about how your World Cup is going, how you see things shaping up going forward. We have 30 matches remaining, and it feels like we have a relatively balanced draw, except for Argentina's quarter, which looks awfully soft. This is set up for some pretty spectacular stuff. So welcome. And how's your World Cup going?
Yeah, I think we made like 33 units in the groups. So that was always nice.
Golf clap. Yep.
Yeah, one of those. USA obviously got us off to a great start because I said to everyone prior, do not underestimate the energy that will propel these proper athletes to steam. Teams will not be prepared for the first 20 minutes of games they went and won. I mean, they were like plus 140 to win their group. And it's like, okay, I wasn't interested in the final game because you knew that they had the luxury of making so many changes, and it is a luxury. So even if they got beat 26-0, I would not have made like this much of it. I would not even have counted because it was nothing. It was just a pure luxury for them to now go and crush Bosnia. It's exactly what FIFA wanted. They made this whole competition where the top 16 teams will be seen in the round of 32, and that's exactly what we've done. And people say, oh, but it's the best World Cup because there's so many goals. Well, there's like 50% more teams. It's like, come on now. So, and there's been so much dead wood, and we've got rid of most of it. But the best thing about it now, lads, is that it's put up or shut up. So it is, you either go home or you go on.
I think my biggest observation so far is because it's in the U.S. and because it's a U.S.-facing audience, the stars have come out, right? No one treated the group stage like an exhibition. They were all like absolutely determined to, I feel like, make their mark early in this tournament. I was kind of a little on the fence, like, are we going to get a little preseason-y feel out of this group stage before the knockout rounds becomes real? But it was right out of the gate. All of the stars I thought stepped up, we had some pretty outstanding matches so far. Brazil, Japan, which just wrapped. If you're behind, if you were saving that, spoiler alert, it was awesome. Brazil wins 2-1 with a 90+5 goal. And man, there was some. Japan, man, the Japan goalie had some saves in that one.
Suzuki's a good boy. He's a good player.
Man, he had some saves. I thought they were gonna force an extra added time, but it was not to be. Brazil is through. They're on a crash collision course with looks like probably Norway and then England.
Yeah,
what
a little bit later.
What are some of your key takeaways so far as the favorites go? And do you think, I guess, any kind of serious resorting of the top teams in your mind because of either path or injury or quality that you've seen so far from our expected?
I think you and I can go back a conversation we had 6 years ago when we said that the last World Cup was only between France and Argentina, and Argentina have got no worse, they've got no better. France have got very much better because they've got 2 players for each. And you have to temper that because who they played. And this is again what FIFA have done. They have basically put in so much dead wood. Argentina, for me, they look like they're hungry, even though they've not played anyone, because look at their attitude when they made 8 changes. They were like ruthless. And then you add Messi into that. And I say about Argentina, because out of a squad of 22, they've probably got 18 piano carriers and 1 piano player that they are happy to lumber it around for. And remember, the USA is his home. This is where he's basically lit up a continent in the last 2 years. So for him to play here with all of that, all of the ingredients, he can't miss. And he's so frightening. He's so good. I mean, he's put my back out a couple of times with some of the turns he's done. Yeah. I mean, he's just been absolutely everything that you'd want, because I'm big on legacy. Let's see what this World Cup leaves for the youths, because they need something to latch onto. Of
course.
You're right. But the same with the France. They've not played anybody. But again, Mbappe and then Dembele, Dembele or Elise or Doué or Barca. The list is endless. And the big thing about France is they've got 3 players who are workmanlike with a capital W in the middle of the park that I wouldn't trust to play my garden. But I would trust them every single day to go and stop the opposition and give the ball to the boys who can play. For me, I think they're head and shoulders above.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, and Drew, you mentioned the preseason feel you thought we might have. We had a little, but it was teams figured out that, hey, we're the class of this group. What if we just beat the tar out of 2 teams? And because, like Flash keeps saying, there's a bunch of teams that are rated like 60th, 80th in the world. What if we beat the ever living piss out of 2 teams? And then we can kind of feel our way through the third one and maybe rest some guys. If we get some guys on yellows, we can obviously sit them, and it kind of benefits the really good teams to put themselves in a good spot for the knockouts. Mm-hmm. Although France's first 70 minutes of the tournament, kind of had that feel. 45.
Then you're like, it was deep into the second half before they flipped the switch.
Yeah, but then they turned it on, and it's like, oh my god! Like,
I may be talking from my pocket, but I actually tweeted at half time that because it was 0-0, and it was almost like they came off the pitch going, if that's the best you've got, you're in trouble. Now, on the front foot, Senegal were a really dangerous side, really dangerous, but defensively, they're like an ashtray on a motorbike. They're just no good to nobody. Koulibaly was Norway's best player when Senegal played Norway, and Norway scored 2 goals. It's like, you can't do that. And that's what happens with these African sides. But you keep going, they will make a mistake, they switch off, like the Ivory Coast. They were 1-1 with Germany, no minutes to go, and the lad is 2 yards away from his marker, Undav, who takes 2 touches in the box and then scores. And you're like, how is that? How do you afford an opposition striker that much space? It's almost like, in our NFL terms, that a safety just 2 yards off of a receiver, and he's like, are you going to catch it? Yeah, they're going to catch it. So
full cover 0.
Naivety.
30 yards off the line.
It felt like Senegal also got tired.
Yeah, because they're chasing the ball.
Yeah, same with the Ivory Coast. It feels like the teams that are a little thinner, they're going to run out of gas at the end.
Maybe especially with the likes of France, who can bring on proper Champions League players who affect a game.
Yes. Andy, have you done any sorting in terms of your expectation at the top of the board, or do you think it's still playing out the way you thought it was going to play out?
It kind of. So I know we love to do all this stuff, especially before the tournament, looking like what's our path and where's everybody headed.
It's all, and, that's the only way to really.
And you're right.
And
you were always correct about Argentina probably having a softer draw, but it still just comes down to there's like 4, maybe 5 super teams, and they're gonna end up playing each other in the semis almost certainly, and it's great for us. I mean, if you have a future on one of them, maybe it's probably accrued some value. But
Spain played Portugal though, didn't they, in the round of 16?
Does that scare you if you're Spain?
I'm out on Portugal.
I'm kind of out on Portugal too. I kind of think I don't. I don't know.
Messi is aged like a fine wine, and somebody else is aged like vinegar in the sun.
No, and that's the problem you've got. And listen, I am on record always said that Messi is the greatest of all time in this, or greatest player in this generation, because I'm very much a generational. Obviously Maradona, and then you've got Pele. So there's the list. The argument is always going to be there. But Portugal have done well to qualify. They've played with 10 men. And then
yes, they've been playing with them.
And you can't do that. Now we get into, and the thing is, Spain have been very deliberate in the way that they've played the game, because they've given the ball away so much more than they normally do. And they have no number 9.
Yeah.
So when you get into Spain, for me, are very reliant on Yamal and Rodri. Rodri gives it to him, and if they go 1 up, great. If they go 1-0 down, I'm not sure Spain are built for the comeback.
Okay.
Because they're weak, but they are stronger than Portugal, and Portugal is stronger than Turkey. I have them 3 teams in like the same type of play pattern, you know. Okay. Whereas if you go behind, teams will drop, and I like them to see how you break them down. But I don't see it. I see France. I see Argentina, and then it's much of a muchness. The one that was the best value for me, and I had $100 on, was the Netherlands at like 22-1, because they can score goals from 6 or 7 different individuals. They have a defense that are happy with man-to-man matchups. And if you score 2 against them, they're not bothered. They don't blink, because they could score 4. I think that they're like plus 130 tonight against Morocco. I can't believe they're not plus 105, plus 100.
So you're not believing in Morocco?
Not against the Netherlands, I'm not. No, okay. I think that everything's priced in at Morocco of how well they did last time. Well, as my old job as a scout, I know what's coming. There's going to be no surprises. And now, what are you going to do? I see the team's aged. I think the pattern of play is aged, and I don't see I just see the Netherlands are far stronger, and I cannot believe that we're getting this price.
Yeah, the goals that they've conceded in this tournament so far have been pretty suspect. I thought.
Lazy. That's what they've done. Lazy. Brahim Diaz jumped out of a tackle that if I did that back in the day, I would have been yanked off. It's almost like they've got, and again, we talked about players and being tired and that. They've got a squad of about 12.
All right, you know what? Let's do this. Let's go quarter by quarter and kind of break this thing down a little bit in more detail here. I don't think realistically any of us would make a strong case that Germany or France are in trouble in the round of 32. So that is collision course number 1 in the round of 16.
Yeah, I'm not sure about Germany.
Just because the lack of a center defense.
No, the lack of goals in the game, because Paraguay may well just try and make this a 0-0. Remember, Paraguay only let in 4 goals in 18 games in the hardest qualification sector to get here. Now, if it goes 1-0, it could be 4-0.
Yeah, right. That was kind of
I do kind of want to see, just Paraguay get dummied here, because I just think some people are a little too high on our American squad. Like, we're so good in the group. I'm like, I'm not sure our group was very good. Such is life, but and also I want Germany.
But the way they did it was very impressive.
Yeah, no, they did.
Yeah, I thought so too. Germany, I think, comes through Paraguay. France, I think, gets by Sweden pretty comfortably, setting up that round of 16 matchup. And Germany, I think the loss of their center back is problematic for defending against France. Certainly, that looks like the end of Germany's World Cup.
And their back 4. The whole back 4 is not good.
Yeah, it's a problem. I'm sure there's a German word for it. Scheiße.
I was going to say shy.
Scheisse.
Yeah, I was going to say shy.
But France then has an interesting potential matchup, collision course with Netherlands in the quarterfinals. Does that give you any pause if you are a France supporter, or do you think that overall that's like a 3-1, 4-1 type of final for France?
3-2.
3-2.
Yeah, I think that. But the thing is, I've got both of them, so I'm split loyalties. Even though I just think that France are elite, and when the changes need to be made with 25 minutes to go, that's when they'll come on fresh as daisies against like they've been running around for 60, 75 minutes. So yeah, I would say France. I'm not going to go against France all the way to the final.
And we didn't really mention Canada. I think we're just in agreement that this was a pretty good World Cup for them to get.
They're shocking.
Like
they are shocking.
Yeah, that was a rough game the other day, and I mean they were the better team for most of it. They deserve to move on, but yeah, they're clearly not the top 16 soccer teams in the world.
Andy, so. I had 0-0.
Ooh, I had some of that too. And I was counting my money at that 90 plus. It didn't look like we were going to get any type of threat of goal. And then was it Eustace?
But Jesse Marsch, their manager, is an absolute embarrassment. I saw all four of their games every minute, and not 1 minute can I tell you what their pattern of play was. They were all about individuals, good luck, and if we score, we'll all celebrate together. They were awful.
Okay, fair enough. So look for the winner of Netherlands-Morocco at price against Canada to advance. That sounds fun. Yeah, okay. So France comes through the top quarter, you think relatively unscathed?
Oh, yeah.
Not even an extra time? They get it done in 90 minutes?
Yeah.
Before bang, bang, bang?
If they want. The only way that France letting goals is when their arrogance, confidence, and they just lose a bit because they've had 95% of the game. So that's the only way. Okay. But then they'll just step it up again. We're talking about elite here. 2 players for each position.
Okay. Andy?
Everybody's like, oh, Mbappe, like Dembele's like their best player.
At least
the last World Cup, Griezmann was their best player, but Mbappe gets the headlines because he produces a couple of minutes of just absurd magic. Yeah.
And people forget that France haven't been beaten in 2 World Cups. They won it, then they drew and got beat on penalties in the final. They've not lost the game for 2 World Cups.
They're pretty good. I'll give them that.
They're better now because they've got players that are 2-3 years older.
I'm not really convinced about their keeper. I think he's might be a little bit overrated.
But again, but the thing is that the keeper, you look at all the best sides in the world. Remember when Brazil in 2002 with Ronaldo, Ronaldinho, the Ronaldo. I wouldn't even tell you who the keeper's name was.
Good point.
Might be
Fair enough. Fair enough. That's a very fair point.
It's kind of like the ref. You don't want to see him at all. Like you don't want to hear the keeper's name.
Let's dig in a little bit on Q2. So Spain have drifted.
Yeah,
they were your pre-tournament favorite, and even though they got Yamal and Nico Williams on the pitch in match 1, it wasn't a convincing enough path through group for people to kind of continue to support them blindly. They did beat France at Euro in 2022 head-to-head. I think they beat them head-to-head, right? And they beat them in qualifying. 2024, excuse me. 2024. They beat them in Euro. They beat England in the final. They beat them in qualifying. So Spain has beaten France in recent memory. They do have, they clearly have an advantage when it comes to possession and midfield over every other team in the tournament, probably. But is that going to be enough? And I guess, did you get a sense from what you saw with Spain in the qualifying stage or in the group stage, excuse me, to believe that their peak is yet to come? And that the best of Spain, yeah, obviously, but are they going to build into this through the knockout stage? Did they get a path that can afford them to do that?
Well, no, not now, because they're going to play probably the second best midfield in Portugal in the round of 16. Now, for all intents and purposes, Portugal got the best balanced squad, but not the best balanced first 11. And they both have the same problem. Portugal haven't got a centre forward. Portugal haven't got the effort of 11 people. And Spain have got unbelievable players. I'm not a Nico Williams fan, and I also believe that he got injured. But the problem you have with Nico Williams and Yamal, who, by the way, is exceptional talent, is you do not afford them any space down the side or in behind. So teams then play deep. And I'm wondering what's going to give. I've seen them going through, no problem at all, because of the superior quality. They'll play a 1-2, they'll get in, but they have no recognised goal scorer. Mm-hmm. So someone's going to have to step up. And yes, if they take out Yamal, and they've given the ball away a lot in the first 3 games, which is very much unlike them. I'm not sure that they know what their best side is. So I see that game against Portugal as a coin flip. I'm more of a Spanish fan than I am a Portuguese one.
Okay. Andy, speaking of playing with 10 men, Croatia's doing a good amount of that themselves with Modric out there.
That team is our age. There's some skeleton. Honestly, they're still talented. It's these talented players. They don't lose everything. You can just tell, not as quick. Like Jesus, Japan. Oh my God, they were getting into lanes so fast. They're an incredibly quick team. That's a very fun style to watch. Obviously, not anymore. They're done. But Croatia, a little different. And that's I'm assuming Portugal moves on, even though I've been a little down on them. And I kind of just assumed it'd be Spain, Portugal. Kind of a chalky quarter, I suppose. I guess you never know because, boy, when you end up with knockouts and you end up with a team that has the defense to do, what Flash talked about, and just kind of play for the draw and hope for the best when you end up in PKs. Anything can happen, but
that's Croatia's mental. Yeah, that's their best because they haven't got the energy and they haven't got the pace. And by the way, I've been really impressed with Portugal's defense and especially their keeper. The keeper has been magnificent against Colombia the other night. Yeah, he single-handedly. Colombia were very, very impressive. I think that Croatia are going to have to defend deep and play a 4-5-1, not give them any, and just try and nullify and keep pushing them back, and don't give any golden opportunities away. But yeah, you've got to go Portugal. But Croatia, if they go through, it'll have to be in penalties.
Okay. I think their defense is suspect too. So I think Spain's going to find their way through this one without much trouble. Personally, I think they're going to I think it goes Portugal over Croatia and then Spain over Portugal. I'm not worried about Austria really. And I think I was entertaining today, certainly looking at prices, taking on Spain at price because it's really drifted a lot.
Against Portugal?
No, the outright price. Their outright price has drifted so hard, and I just don't think
to lift the trophy.
Their route is so tough.
I don't think that there's really much of a threat from the United States. Personally, I think the United States can definitely bury Bosnia and sneak past Belgium if it's even Belgium.
Not even sneak.
You think they're hands down better than Belgium? US?
Yeah, you can't trust Belgium. Belgium are another team that haven't got a centre forward. They're playing Ketelier up there, and yet they've got Lukaku, who looks like he's eaten someone, on the bench. The Belgian fans are asking not for him to come on the pitch. If there's one team that have made the round of 32,
he finally scored a goal.
Sorry,
he finally scored.
Yeah, listen. Belgium again have stunk this tournament out. Absolutely stunk it out. I can't have Belgium. You cannot trust them. That's if they go and win, they go and win. But they haven't got the energy. They haven't got I think that the USA butcher my two butcher Bosnia, because Bosnia are just a poor man's Canada, right? That's how bad they are. I think the USA win by 2, so I'll take the spread, no problem. Maybe 3-1 if they switch off, or 2-3-0. And then the energy of the USA versus Belgium, if Belgium don't slip up again. Who is it Belgium are playing? Belgium playing
Senegal.
They could get butchered by Senegal, and Senegal just are on it.
Yeah, absolutely. Senegal finally snapped out of it in the second half against Iraq, and they had a couple of subs who I think they probably get a little bit more run. Yeah.
Ismail Sarr played out, or Papi Sarr played up front. He's normally a right winger.
Yeah.
Well, that's no good. That's asking a plumber to bake your cakes. That's no good. Do you know what I mean? It's a specialized position up front.
Okay, so United States eliminated in the quarterfinals against Spain.
Well, hold up. Senegal against us, the U.S. I don't think that's a foregone. That might be.
It'll be a great game.
Yeah, there are people that have, furthest to advance bets on like Africa. I'm kind of looking at the other African nations. Like Senegal to upset the U.S. is maybe the most likely one. I mean, I guess obviously. Oh, never mind. We got Morocco. Never mind. I overlooked Morocco possibly beating.
Well, I see Morocco going out tonight, Andy.
Yeah, I know. There's, they're underdogs there, but the rest of them are rough. Like
Egypt,
Ivory Coast, Norway, Ghana. England, Congo. That's not happening. Swiss move on. Colombia, Ghana, maybe.
The Swiss. Who are the Swiss playing?
Algeria.
Yeah.
That could be a penalties game.
And then
Switzerland's having a tough time.
Argentina probably gets past Cabo Verde. Argentina might take out 2 African nations in a row. Egypt's right up there.
Yep, that's right. All right. Well, do we think Spain, United States is the most likely quarterfinal?
Yes.
In Q2.
Yes.
As kind of the preeminent leader of the bandwagon for Team USA Flash, do we have a chance?
Against Spain?
Yeah.
No. Oh my God. Not a prayer. And the reason why is it's their naivety and enthusiasm to hunt the ball.
Okay.
And you've seen this before where teams, they hunt the ball and it's already left the player. They will play triangles and the defense is the weakness. So, no, I would see Spain playing like a cat with a mouse.
Okay.
Because they will play round, play sharp. Now, if USA come out and they go 1-0 up, then it's a different matter because they can drop deep and the energy will be matched. There's no doubt that USA energy will be maybe not even outplayed, but they will see a different type of football match against Spain because they keep the ball.
Tiki taka, Drew. That's where that comes from.
If Spain bottle it before they get to the U.S. quarterfinal, does U.S.
Yeah, I could see USA beating Portugal. Because are we
the eighth best team in this field?
We're a top 10 team.
We're top 10, but are we top 8?
I've gone with 2 teams to reach the quarters. Colombia, but at value, it was Colombia at +109 and USA +110.
Colombia is in very good shape to reach the quarters.
Oh, so good.
Yes.
Well, my wife's Colombian,
so is the US.
So I've seen all of them come right the way through.
Yeah.
And they are so quick and they're so quick in their mind that it's touch pass.
Okay.
And you see what they could have beaten Portugal the other night 4. Yeah. And it wouldn't have been embarrassing.
Okay. So quick predictions. Portugal eke by Croatia. Spain bury Austria. Spain handle Portugal. United States butcher the Bosnians. 3-0.
Nice.
Belgium find their way across the finish line against Senegal, lose to the United States 2-1.
No, I wouldn't go near that. I'd think Senegal are just as much likely to go through.
Okay. USA over Senegal, and then Spain over the US 3-0.
Yes, that's fair.
Okay. Let's hold off on predictions of France-Spain for now and look at the bottom of the draw. Brazil's through a very tough match against the Japanese. Andy mentioned it, but the Japanese were so fun.
That was fun,
so
man.
Fast.
They're good. They're a really good side.
Really good. Oh, yeah, it's a bummer that they drew Brazil.
I don't know exactly how to
for them
enunciate what I'm trying to say because I just don't break down enough soccer. But it's like Brazil's attack was, we're going to keep doing NFL stuff. Like they were great at getting to the goal line, and then they ran shitty plays from the one. You know what I mean? Like
yes,
they had constant pressure.
They created
creating that last chance to get to get a really.
They kept running the ball into a packed box.
Yeah. They were doing silly things right at the end, and then obviously a little woodwork here and there. But they deserved to win that match. That was very fun.
But they have weaknesses.
Yeah, we should. If we're gonna do this for money, and we're gonna put 64 teams in this in a few years, because they're probably gonna. But you know what they need? Consolation bracket. Japan,
Yes.
you're in the losers bracket.
Hell yeah.
Like to get third place, you got to win 4 more.
Why aren't they playing more games with the losers?
Go all out.
Losers
Let's
bracket.
play 175 matches next
If you make
Yeah,
it into the
thanks.
field of 32, we're going to figure out if you are number 32 or number 19. We're going to figure that out.
We're going to have a 7th and 8th place match between Senegal
we're
and
going
the
to
United
figure
States.
it out.
Thanks for that, lads. I went through 18 teams yesterday to do a 9-game show this morning.
I love it.
I mean, listen, there's not enough hours in the day with the added 50% extra teams as it is, and half them teams are garbage. Half of them had no prayer, and then we hear, but 9 out of the 10 African sides got through. Well, that's because third place got through. Never been done before.
Yeah.
Hey, and the ninth side might have been the 32nd best team in the entire, or the 48th best team in the entire situation. Tunisia was.
I don't think I'm joking, but they've done this. Like, I mean, we had added Europa eventually, and then what's the third tier one called? Flash Europe,
the
Conference?
Nations League.
No, the one below Europa. It's Champion League, Europa, and then
then Conference
Europa
League.
Conference. Like,
I don't even.
It's
look
like the NIT, Charles.
All right. In seriousness, is Brazil the best team in the third quarter, or is it England?
Oh, Brazil got to beat England. England are not very good. England are just an average Premier League
Andy
side.
getting some pushback on your opinion here. Andy's wearing the 3 lines patch and
really,
shirt. You can't tell.
That is a donation. Do not have any money on England.
We based.
England,
I think the bet was based.
Famous donator. Andy's a famous donator. So it's okay.
We based it off of a German. Because it was Zverev finally getting it done, and we said, "Who's the Zverev of this tournament who can't get over the finish line, even though they're always pretty good?"
Yeah,
so
but they're worse now.
All right, we'll go with England.
Yeah, no, that's a bad shout because their defense. Honestly, listen to this. Right?
Andy made a bad shout.
Oh,
not getting that money back.
Oh, very bad. I mean, if you could cash out, you would, because they have a left back who can't get into his own team in England as left back. You have a right back who's normally injured and is a better holding midfielder, and now he's injured. And then his replacement is now injured. You have no experience along the back four. You have no experience in the protection of
trial by fire.
This is honestly, they think Tuchel is a spy. They think that Tuchel, who's German, has actually come in and completely decimated the chances. Don't get me wrong. Going forward, Rashford, Bellingham, Kane, that's 3 players. They need 11. They're half a team short, not squad, team. It's like I think that Congo. This is
and they got the Mexico game.
I hadn't heard that.
The Mexico game isn't easy either.
In Mexico City,
Andy made a joke about trial by fire. The heat's about to get turned up on old England. They're in Atlanta for this match against Dr. Congo, which could be tricky.
Dangerous.
Dangerous. But let's assume they come through and face a Mexico team at altitude in Mexico City, and then come through that, and then they got to play at Miami. Hard Rock Stadium is not a lovely place to play in October, let alone July. And they're up
we
against
talked about
Brazil
that with the Dolphins. Every game they show that they're going to show the giant thermometer on the. For sure.
Yeah.
Oh, look how hot it is today. And
that's an end-to-end Premier League game.
Yeah,
you're looking at individual matchups where England maybe 4 times out of 10 can win the game, and 6 times out of 10 get beat. It really is. I'd go with Brazil because, it depends who gives, because neither of them are contenders when we get further down the road.
Do you see?
I got to take a time out, Drew. Time out.
Go ahead.
Do you guys have the TV on?
Yes.
Yeah. Are you seeing these German kits?
I'm on there's a blonde. There's a blonde woman with a countdown for 17:30.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm on Fox.
Keep an eye on it when you see them. They're awful.
The German kits are awful. What color are they?
Team now.
What color?
All of the colors.
They wear green, brown.
Well, what was with the navy and teal in the last match?
They have the perfect kit. It's German efficiency. White and black.
Yes, it's a great looking kit.
The patch, and you just go with that. These are
the Japanese were kind of stepping on their turf today.
These are the colors of the flag, and like like a weird check, like the Maryland thing where it's that weird
I
checkered
don't-
cross.
I've been trying to buy that blue Japanese shirt.
Those
That's
are
a
good.
good-
Can't
that's a
find
nice
it.
kit.
Adidas.
That's
It's
a nice
really
kit.
nice.
So,
All right.
so is
back
it is
back
it
to
is it like
England.
the Bavarian style of cross check?
Yeah.
Okay,
Kind
I
of
see.
like
see.
that. I don't like
see.
Bavaria.
But that's got to be that's their warm-up top, Andy.
Is it okay? I hope so.
Well, so do I. Otherwise, my epilepsy is going to go bonkers.
All right.
in about
I'm
45
just
minutes.
kind of catching it out of the
Jackson
corner of
says
my
it's
eye.
the warm-up kit. Also,
All right.
so,
Yeah.
okay.
All right. Thank you for that, Captain Jackson, because
Okay.
I caught it out of the corner of my eye and about lost
All right.
it there.
So back in seriousness about Brazil, do you think there's a world where the manager gets more out of this team than the sum of the parts as we get deeper into the tournament? Like, are they going to grow into something that is bigger and better than what we've seen so far?
No, because there's levels, and they're
Okay.
a second level team, because their strengths do not outweigh their weaknesses up against the elite. And in
Okay.
the elite, I'm talking Argentina, and in fact, I'd have Brazil dogs against Colombia.
Wow.
So that puts them in that because they don't defend well. They're not good. They're not got good recovery pace in transition neither. Them boys in the middle of the park, they're okay on the front foot, but if it breaks down, you see the way that Japan broke on them. Well, that goes up about 3 levels if you play against a Colombia or a France or an Argentina. So that's where they are, probably ranked between 4th and 6th, something like that. It's 50-50 where they beat England, but neither are contenders.
Okay. How are you playing the England Dr. Congo matchup?
I'm Congo to score plus 135.
Okay. Fun. That's fun. They've produced some pretty high quality moments of this tournament so far.
They
so
scared
I've
the
been
life
enjoying
out
them.
of Portugal.
Yeah, they probably should have won that one. The Mexico Ecuador. Are you of the opinion that Mexico is beatable?
Oh, they're awful.
They're quite
Yeah.
bad, right?
There are
If this game was not being played in Mexico, would Ecuador?
Exactly. I mean, I actually went. Oh,
How many other teams are better? Like maybe Austria. Is there any other team that's better suited to play at altitude? Like, as
Than
far
Ecuador? Ecuador's.
Ecuador.
These guys are all from.
That's what I'm saying.
They're all from much
you have
higher.
this advantage of playing at altitude if you're hosting.
Ecuador is
Mexico.
substantially higher altitude than Austria.
And then, you draw the one.
Austria's
you
like
draw the one
what,
team
5,000
that's-
feet.
Yeah.
Ecuador's like starts
couple
at
of
5.
things.
Yeah.
Couple of things. First of all, I had the 0-0 in the South Korea Mexico game,
Okay.
and the keeper just dropped it, and I got beat
Yep.
1-0. So again, 0-0 all over. Mexico are just not even. They're not even half good. They have the crowd. They do not create. They defend because they just suck the life out of any enthusiasm in a game. And they play Ecuador, and Ecuador have probably got the biggest floor to ceiling gap that you can find. That Ecuador can match anybody on their night. They could also look as bad as Mexico. I've got this game. I've got this game going to penalties and under 2 goals. If there's a winner here, it's 1-0.
Okay.
But I do see this being like 0-0, maybe a 1-0 if someone's chasing it, a 1-1 if someone's chasing it. But I've got this being a game that ends on penalties.
I root for the teams based on their fans. So I understand that Mexico's not great, but I still it's so fun watching them play at home. So it's just
has the World Cup final not being played in the Azteca?
Yeah, it's a good question. East Rutherford doesn't really have the juice that a stadium has.
I know. Yeah, we call it the New York, New Jersey Stadium.
I've gone goosebumpy. I've gone goosebumpy because as a footballer, getting to play a World Cup final in the Azteca, that's cool, like I've gone goosebumpy again.
They've had 2, right? They've had 2. There.
Yeah,
70 and 86.
When was it? 86.
70, I think, was there also, right?
70, of course, yes.
Yeah. All right. Well, that was a huge fuck up. not putting that final.
That's just political.
Venue. Yeah, it's political.
Because anyone who's got a footballing brain or footballing heart would say, "What an opportunity for the World Cup final to be played in the Azteca."
Yeah. So I think
you had to pick a
we didn't mention
stadium,
Ivory. Yeah.
If you had to pick a U.S. stadium, because obviously, like East Rutherford's not where I want it.
Yeah.
Where would you have it?
I mean,
Been
the
impressed
atmosphere at
with
SoFi
LA.
is pretty. That atmosphere at SoFi is pretty.
SoFi is
pretty
good.
awesome.
But
Yeah.
you know what feels more footballish? Coliseum.
Coliseum. Yeah.
Coliseum's more
Yeah.
old school.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's so open, it'd have to be
it's
10 o'clock at night.
Real hot. Yeah. Kill some
let's do it.
players.
We'd have
all right.
6 hydration breaks.
Yeah.
Don't get me started on that neither.
I hate the hydration breaks so
But
much.
the players,
Pause
the coaches-
the
I-
dehydration.
I've watched so many matches. I still get confused every time. Like what? Oh,
Pause the
it just
dehydration.
catches me off
Yeah.
guard.
I
every
hate
time.
how the play starts to wind down as they know it's coming. It
Yeah.
really
Yeah, momentum
like,
killer. And the thing
all right.
is, just a quick one, as we used to play,
Yeah.
we used to say if we was up against it, keep it tight for 20, 25 minutes, then they'll run out of ideas.
Yeah.
Well, now it's just keep it tight for 20, 25 minutes, then come off and have a drink and we'll reset. It
Yeah.
kills the momentum. If you're going to have a hydration break, and remember, we're proper athletes who are trained to do this. And some of them are indoors,
Yeah.
air conditioned, 70, don't need a break.
Yeah.
And have one after 65 minutes, second half, if it's outdoors in Pasadena.
Absolutely, yeah. Or
But
somewhere
if
even
it's pissing
hotter.
down
Yeah,
the rain
yeah.
and it's 11 o'clock at night, what, you don't need it. The
They
players
could do
don't want
one.
it.
They should do one after the first half. They should just do one. They call it halftime. Like I get, it's crazy. Like Flash
Who
was
would've
saying,
thought?
you're playing for 20, 24
That's
minutes.
you know what? I think you're
You're
on
onto
something.
something.
Yeah, I
you know
think
how
you
you know
are.
you know how you know it kills the momentum because the momentum graph goes to 0, which wherever site you're watching the momentum graph, you can see it goes right to 0.
Well, players get
hydration
second
break.
wins.
Yeah, of
So
course.
basically, they're just starting to blow. And
Yeah.
if you've kept the ball for 20 minutes, you're going to get an opportunity because it's not about the players not being good enough. It's about their mind just
I'll tell you what,
switching off.
if you're-
at that
if- yeah,
split second.
We're
and getting
we're
caught.
criticizing this for the right reasons, which is it affects the quality of the match.
Yeah,
Other
yeah,
people who
yeah.
are complaining about the commercial breaks are just watching the wrong broadcast.
Oh, no, it's got nothing
because
to do.
on
That's just an
Telemundo,
angle.
they
They don't
don't
have-
even
they
show
don't
you
have them on
commercials. They're just
Telemundo.
showing you crowd shots, and the crowd shots are usually awesome. Let me give me before we move off of Q3. Call a winner: Ivory Coast, Norway. Who advances? Who advances? Andy's rowing the boat. He's rowing the
another
Viking
fun-
ship.
That's such a fun crowd too.
It's
Victor
a really
won.
good one.
Victor won this morning. So you got to
Great.
I think
By the
there'll be
way,
goals. I think
the
there's goals in that
the
game.
Norway flag underrated. That flag looks so good, and the clean navy stripe with the white highlighting. Oh,
the flag
God,
on
it's
it's very
good. It's
good.
good. God, it's
Victor
good.
Hovland just winning as well. No,
Norway?
I can't pick
Norway
between
through?
them two. No.
Too tough.
Yes,
Andy,
because you don't know what you're
51-49 Norway. Where are you
Pretty
at?
good match.
It'd be a
I'm
Goals.
going. I'm going Norway.
I'm
It doesn't
very
matter. They
excited.
lose to Brazil.
Goals, yeah.
Maybe
Norway's-
what a Norway to score twice because this could still be 2-2.
Does Norway have the biggest gap between the quality of their attack and their defense of any of these teams?
Yeah, only because of Haaland. But if you
Like
actually have a
world
little
class
look
attack
at,
and
if you have a look at their
world
games,
shit defense.
Drew, if you have a look at the Norway games, they've not created jack shit in all of their
Yeah.
games.
Yeah.
They played against Tunisia, who were basically ranked 49 out of the 48 teams, right?
Yeah.
and they set up both of Haaland's goals.
Yeah.
Koulibaly set up both of or two of the 3 goals that Norway scored against Senegal, and then they didn't bother playing anyone, which is probably going to give them the edge against Ivory Coast.
Oh,
So
they came
this is
through.
a-
They came through Iraq, and the Iraq keeper made that terrible mistake and all that. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, the Norway get through by the skin of their Viking teeth.
Ooh.
I don't. Who do you want to see? Do you want to see Norway against Brazil, or do you want to see Ivory Coast?
Brazil
I
beat
kinda-
both of them.
I kind of want Norway out so that I can just cash my Holland.
Not to win the boot.
No, not to win the boot, but the top goal scorer Norway. I don't really want to.
sure,
I know it's over. I know it's over.
Yeah,
I just want
it's
that
probably,
money. I just want them to resolve that market.
How far ahead of the is Odegaard second?
It's like
or-
4-1. He's got 4. The
Sure.
next best is 1. I think
Oh,
there's
sorry,
like
yeah.
3. There's like 3 guys who've
So
scored.
you
one
had
goal.
Haaland to be top scorer
Holland top scorer for
for
Norway.
Norway. Oh yeah,
Yes.
Jesus.
Yeah.
You were shooting.
I was
fish in a barrel.
the month of May, Flash. I was bleeding like a stuck pig.
I know.
all
I
May
watched.
long,
Yeah.
all May long. It was terrible. And at the
That's
end of
NBA
May,
for you.
I was chasing. I was literally like, I need a winner. And Holland was, I think he was around -300 to be top scorer for Norway. I just blasted it. So I was like, I just need a winner. Just give me a winner. And I overbet it. I want it resolved.
I need that money back. See one go through.
I need that money back in the account. Resolve it, please.
Yeah. So come on, Ivory Coast. I think this is another game that could potentially be to go all the way to penalties. But I do believe that Norway may score twice.
Okay. Ooh, fun. All right. Cool. Fourth quarter.
Brazil's through already, so we'll just
Brazil's
say
through.
But Brazil will torture Norway.
Yeah. That sounds like
Brazil,
a fun
England,
match, honestly.
Brazil, England's fun too.
Brazil, England, yeah, that's the one that's in Miami, and either Brazil comes through and they're a class below, or England comes through and they're totally out of gas at that point. Presumably,
England, Mexico, though, that could go all the way to penalties.
We're doing the German anthem, guys.
Yeah, Ecuador, England, and Mexico City would also be tough. So yeah, I mean, England have a long way to go. They're in a spot about there. Fourth quarter, Argentina. Does Argentina come through without conceding?
So who they play? No, because they're so slow. They have the arrogance of the French. I had a free team.
Nobody has that's
no, they do.
That's a tough sell.
No, they do, because I had a free team, no goals, and Jordan let me down.
Jordan
against
Jordan
Argentina.
Got one. Yeah, Jordan got one. Yeah.
And I'm like, Jordan getting one? So it's because they know
LeBron 0.
Yeah. Listen, I just see Argentina winning how they like.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
fair enough.
And then what's the number in the Egypt match? I don't even know how big.
I think Egypt's got to be -150 to advance there.
Yeah, I was going to say Egypt's a decent favorite, and then it'd be Colombia favored, Switzerland favored.
Yes, but Swiss come through on penalties, as Flash mentioned. That has that's got a very drawy whiff to it.
Who does Swiss play?
Algeria.
Oh, horrible game. Yeah, put it on at like 3:00 in the morning.
Horrible game.
It's horrible.
All right, I'll tell you, Andy. Egypt, Australia to advance on the three-way. Egypt is +144. Australia is +250, and then to advance, Egypt is -138. So my guess was pretty close, but a little
Egypt too good.
favorable.
I've seen too many tweets from people confused by that, because they have two different books and they never bet soccer. And they have one
tale as old as
and one of these books decides
every summer.
They put
every
the
other
two-way
summer
lineup,
we go through this.
and the other one puts a three-way lineup, and they're like, why is it -120 here and it's +210?
Who would be so stupid to lay -138 when you can get +144, Andy?
The best one too, and this guy was trolling, but I mean, he got enough people to get excited about him. He says, who would be stupid enough to bet the draw in any of these matches? He's like, somebody has to go through.
Someone has to.
Like he was just trolling people, but oh man, there's some angry people in the comments who
I love
just
that.
took hook, line, and sinker.
I love it. So let's give Argentina clean through Cape Verde and Egypt.
Did you bet this match?
And then Argentina, Colombia. Oh yeah, what do you got in Germany? Oh, you think Paraguay is going to park the bus on them, right?
Yeah, I do. I think this is an under. And your live play is if Germany go up 1 in the first 20-25 minutes,
blast
then this is a -2. It could be 3-0, 4-0. Because remember, this is the beauty of put up or shut up. They've got to keep going. They can't like say, oh, we're happy with 2-0. They've got to try and get back in the game, which then means gaps.
Yep. Fair enough.
Maybe my luckiest win, and where I very much overstaked live during the game, was a German match where I thought
7-1 Brazil
score. No, I thought they were going to score. I had the over from the pregame, and they wouldn't. And finally, in the second half, it got down to like over 1.5 with quite a bit of time left, and I put like the account on it, and I got 0 German goals, but South Korea scored 2 late.
Oh, I remember that match. That was a good one.
They broke away.
One of those wins where it's like, all right, I'll take it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that was one where you are like very lucky that you picked the total instead of team total.
Not the team total.
Yeah, because you could get greedy or get a better price on team total. But that was a good match. That was the one that knocked them out in the group. They got grouped in that World Cup. They didn't advance. The Colombia, Argentina. you were kind of entertaining the idea that Colombia could give them.
Oh, it'd be a great game. It
challenge.
would be the best game because remember, they're no strangers to each other, obviously coming through CONMEBOL. And the only downside to Colombia is they don't finish their chances, and Argentina do.
Mm-hmm.
But what a game of football that would be, and a little bit spicy as well.
When you get the teams from the same, confederation that late in the tournament, they're always bangers.
Oh, it's so good. And there's the bottom half is set up perfectly for Argentina, Colombia, Argentina, Brazil. Like, inject it. Thank you. I'll take it. I'll take it.
My son's got 2 tickets for the semi-final in Atlanta.
Oh, hell yeah. That's going to be sick.
He can have like England, Argentina. He can have England, Brazil. They can't have to meet earlier. So it's England, Argentina, really.
Brazil or Argentina. Brazil, Argentina, most likely, or actually England, Argentina, most likely. Brazil, Argentina, second most likely.
Exactly.
And then I think England, Colombia, third most.
Yeah, I mean, they cost him like $3,700 each, and he's already been quoted $10,000 a ticket.
Oh, hell yeah. Well done.
I'm like that.
Don't sell it. Go. I'd go. I'd
go by myself.
Go by yourself.
I said that, funnily enough.
What if you sold one and bought a car?
So one
it would be a nice car, though, would it?
Yeah, it would be nice.
So I think Argentina are just a standout in that whole bottom half, followed by Colombia.
Okay. Fair enough. Argentina through to the final. I think we can all agree there.
I think so.
That price has gotten shorter.
I took minus 120 on them to reach the semis.
Ooh, nice one. Nice. I think you're in good shape there. What was my future? I think I'm at plus 440 to reach the final, and I would love to kick my feet up and enjoy the final.
And have you got France? Did you name the finalists?
No, I just went. I have a small bet on Argentina to lift the trophy. Number 4. We're starting to believe
that they were like 10-1, weren't they?
1050 plus 1050 to lift the trophy, and then plus 440.
And they've got no worse, and they're the holders.
Get to the final. Yeah, that's right. Number 4.
I do love
starting
the videos
to believe
where they follow Messi before the run up to a goal, and he is just standing there, and he has done nothing. And then as soon as he sees like the space, and they get him the ball, and he turns it on, it's like, what do you even do there?
That's just
because that was my favorite quote. They said the whole CR7 thing. They said, I don't remember who said it, but he said Ronaldo's the best soccer player in the world, or the best. However they said it, the best human to play soccer, because Messi isn't human. That checks out.
Dude, the goal where the leader let it go through his legs, and and
I seen somebody tweet that. He's like, how did that guy know to let it go? I'm like,
man, they practice this.
Football intelligence is off the charts. It's unbelievable. And I'll tell you another difference is Portugal don't want to be passing to Ronaldo, and yet Argentina want to pass to Messi as quickly as possible.
Yeah. Messi's done more. You were making the joke about the piano carriers and the piano player. Messi's done more work than I ever realistically thought was possible.
He does so much work, Drew, standing still.
He does, but he's been doing some running too. Anyway, Argentina, France is 50-50.
No. 60-40 France.
Argentina, Spain.
Argentina 75-25.
Wow, that's very favorable. I like that. Let's go France. Let's go Spain. Take France out of this tournament, please. All right. Well, fun, man. Andy, final call on Spain versus France.
Charles is asking about it.
Yeah, France, because Spain have not got the killer instinct. And also the pace of the back four for Spain cannot live with Dembele, Mbappe, Elise, Barcola, Doué. And by the way, we'll take 3 of them off and bring another 3 on, fresh as daisies.
Okay. France are they scoring largely off the counter in that matchup? Because I feel like Spain's has a 65-ish, 70-ish percent. They have a 70% possession kind of advantage in that one.
Yeah, but not a box to box. They'll because you got Tchouaméni, Rabiot, and another sitting in the middle of the park. They'll press 10 yards in their own half, not and win it and give it, and then you're in trouble. Almost a bit like Paris Saint-Germain do. You know, like with Vitinha, Neves, and Ruiz, they win the ball on the halfway line and then spring. that's what you'll see the French do.
Okay.
Do you get more substitutions in the knockouts, or it's still 5?
No, it's still 5.
Still 5. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know why that came to mind.
like having a break after 45 minutes.
Well, I was going to say they change all the other rules.
For what it's worth, Spain has been feeding France its lunch for a little while now. I don't know exactly the last time France got a head-to-head win against Spain, but it hasn't been recently.
No.
Semifinals of the Euro, it was 2-1 Spain, and I feel like that was actually even more tilted because France got a goal at the 9th minute in that, and then ultimately Spain came through and scored 2, could have had 4. The Olympic team I know was the under 23ers.
Yeah, the problem you've got is Spain have got no recognized pivot at the top of the page, so you know exactly. And Nico Williams is no good unless you have a high line and give him space to run into, because he has no brain.
Okay.
So you can funnel them through Rodri and out towards Jamal. But I would go as far as saying, and we know that France is the 3rd World Cup where they've not lost a game. This is the best French squad we have seen. It's harmonious at this moment in time, which could go any time, because that's what the French are like. But we're talking players that have got so much more experience. They're so much sharper. And the one thing I'd say about this whole World Cup, defensively, most teams are not looking good.
Yeah. It's been, and I know, tough to say if that changes as we get deeper into the tournament, but that's very clear. And you know who else is washed? Manuel Neuer. Oh, my goodness gracious. Why is he out there, guys? What are we doing? Anyway, the quick thought on Yamal. How fit is he? What are you seeing?
I'm seeing that if he doesn't perform, Spain don't perform. Too much weight on his shoulders, and teams are now going to say, like I just said, that a team doesn't win a World Cup with an 18-year-old kid. The rest of them are aging. I think he's going to be exceptional. I think in 4 years' time, if they can find a striker, he's only going to get better. Yeah. Okay. And I wish him all the best as well, but not for this World Cup.
Okay. Does he win young player?
I mean, are they going to put Elise in that category?
No. I think he's a little too old. Let me double check.
23, 24?
It's off the board right now for most of that stuff.
Well, Jamal. Well, he's going to get to the semi-final. So
the other one that was catching a little bit of heat was the kid from Côte d'Ivoire.
Diamonde, the lad who signed for PSG this morning.
Yeah, he's been kicking ass, and I don't know if he ultimately can win because they probably go out soon.
Well, he plays for the Cardinals, and Yamal plays for the Rams. Do you know what I mean? There's a gulf. Yeah. There's a gulf between them.
Yeah, that sounds right to me. So yeah, right now best young player Yamal is 53%. Desiree Doué is your second choice at 22%. And if France,
he's going to play a bunch of games.
Yeah, if France beats Spain head to head, and Doué has a moment in the semifinals or finals, then we could have ourselves a little upset in the young player of the tournament.
So who else is it? Just Doué? Is it just Doué, Diamonde, and Yamal?
That's pretty much it. Yeah, there's
Doué is eligible
Morocco,
and French.
Bouadi from Morocco has a decentish chance. Nico O'Reilly from England.
Go home tonight.
Yeah.
France is 7-2. Like
I took 650.
We'll even talk to you guys right now. 7-2. Should we? Who am I parlaying them with to win the Open?
No, the Open.
The Open Championship.
I understand. I know what the Open is, but
Hatton in France is 140-1.
What price is France to play? Name the finalists. France, Argentina.
I'll play with that too. I want to.
That's a fun one. Yeah,
that is true. France.
And then you get to the final.
Name the futures.
I'm mad I didn't do that one. I got spooked by how good Spain was on paper and the fact that they've owned France for
No, this
years
French
now.
side, honestly, Drew, I cannot tell you, and I'm not obviously I'm English, but as a lover and obviously you'd say expert of this game,
Sure.
I've not seen a French team have
Yeah.
two proper players. They could put two teams in, and they would still be in the top 4 in the World Cup. And yet, so
That's
you
quite
imagine
cool.
that you're getting a breather after 65 minutes of that full hydration break, and then they bring on 5 players that would get in any side in the world
I love that.
and affect the game.
All right.
That's why we got to find a golfer to go with him. We're gonna get a fat
Well, Scotty
number.
was Scotty's plus 600.
I know.
Is there going to be a jailbreak price on any of the awards? Golden Gloves.
Well, I tell you what, the Golden Gloves. I think the lad who's impressed me the most is the Portuguese keeper.
Yeah. If he
Costa.
goes down in this round at 16 to Spain, though, it's over.
Well, that's it.
You
Because
gotta
as
be there.
you said
You gotta be
earlier,
in the final 4.
you don't fancy the French keeper. Well, you can't fancy the Argentinian keeper either because they don't get any because they're too good.
Yeah. The Argentinian keeper won it last year with a single save, or last
Well, of
World
course.
Cup
I mean,
with a
Muani.
single save. Yeah.
And that's another thing.
Yeah.
The last time they won, it was 3-3, so France didn't lose, and there was only a Muani. Muani basically, it was too good a finish. If it had sclaffed it, then it would have gone under Martinez. But
Yeah.
Martinez, that's how close we are. Of France have got so much better, but Argentina haven't got worse.
Okay.
I wouldn't have gone near the keepers. You've got to be looking.
France
I don't know what the
Bengals.
criteria is.
That's fun. That's a really fun one. And Bengals
would-
price is huge, and it shouldn't
that
be
would
that
take
much.
so
It shouldn't be that much
long.
bigger than the rest of the contenders in the AFC, in my opinion. So I'm not going to
Although
stop.
if you
at
want to
all
go that
from
way, you
playing
go
them.
with the Eagles just to win their division because they're plus 140.
Mhm.
And they're
That's an
playing no
interesting
one.
price. That's a pretty interesting price as well. The only problem is then you're in bed with Nick Sirianni, and he's terrible. So
He did hold the trophy like it was his penis. That was,
he did. Yeah, he did.
I remember
That's
watching.
right.
I watched that ceremony and I had to rewind it. I'm like, did you just do that?
What? All right. Golden ball, golden boot. Anything
I think
fancy?
you've got to go with Messi. Messi might get
Messi's
3 or
so
4
good.
more.
God damn.
The only thing that's going to kill you is if Dembele or Mbappe score a hat-trick in the final again.
Okay.
But the
Okay.
chances are you're going to be playing against Messi anyway. Messi gets a 9. 9 wins it, I believe. Because
Wow.
France ain't going to be dicking anyone 5s along the way. Argentina could well score 5 a couple of times on the way.
Amazing. Awesome.
I found a way.
Love it.
Drew.
The stars
I
are
found
out.
a way to bet on France and Spain.
How was that?
France to lift the cup.
Mm.
Eugenio Chikara to win the Open. He's
Ah,
hot. He's hot
Okay.
right now.
I love
He
that.
better come over this way soon.
How about a member of the Iberian Peninsula makes it to the quarterfinals?
Is that a thing? Can you bet on
Portugal.
that?
I don't know. Portugal and Spain are going to play each other, so somebody's going through.
Yeah.
Well, the
right?
best bit I saw was out of the host nation, who goes further? And I'm thinking plus 115 USA.
I got close to playing that market, but there was a 3-way problem where if they all go if USA and Mexico go to the same round, then you're screwed.
You get a
What is
dead
that then?
heat
So
shot.
that would just be a tie?
Yeah,
Push?
it's a
Did
it's
they
like a
dead- did
it's
they
a
dead
dead
heat?
heat. Yeah, they
Yeah.
did heat you, and you're just kind of.
Well, you just
Out
money
of-
back,
out of
isn't
the-
it? So that's a free
Yeah.
bet because Canada
Yeah.
ain't getting there.
Yeah, really, you just need. I mean, I think at this point, if you're feeling bullish USA, you're going to get a decent price against Belgium if it's Belgium
Or Senegal.
or Senegal. Yeah.
No, I
You
agree
get
with that. I agree with that.
Apologies
Okay.
to dear Manshaft. The jerseys, the kits, they're good. They're good.
They look
the
good.
warm up,
They
the
look
warm ups were bad. These are great.
They look good.
And by the way, this is still 0-0. And people are turning in thinking, Germany going to win 4. No, because the only way that Paraguay don't go home tonight is if it stays like this.
If they continue to play this ugly, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I've just
Pretty
looked up
physical.
now, and I can see that they're playing a 4-5-1-0. So the striker is attached to the midfield as well.
Yeah, Paraguay has created the better chance so far in this one. So
That right off
Paraguay
the
only
bat,
let
I
in
thought that was in,
4
man.
goals
Yeah.
in that compo goal. 4. They were in
love it.
with Argentina, Colombia,
Okay,
Ecuador. They let in 4 goals in 18 games.
it's pretty unreal with that global competition.
Exactly.
especially going on the road and playing a bunch of
Bolivia
teams in their home stadiums. Andy, final call. Are you back? You totally backed off your team? It's coming home.
Yeah, they didn't look good after they started playing soccer. Man.
So you're out.
Bleu.
Your team France now?
I was excited before they put him on the pitch and made him kick. Yeah, we're Team France. We've switched. I've jumped the channel.
France, okay. France, you jumped the channel. You're on France. I'm on Argentina. And if we get a rematch of the 2022 World Cup final, I think everybody would be pretty happy with that because that was pretty spectacular.
Everybody wins.
Oh,
that might have been the best.
Remembers where they were.
Oh God, that was one of the best.
I remember we had
match.
I had Argentina, but I also had Argentina or France to win on penalties.
Yeah, I had such a stupidly large position on Messi, Golden Ball. Golden Ball is the best player. Right?
Yeah, best player. Yeah.
I was like, oh man, like Argentina could lose to France, they're still going to give it to Messi. I was pretty convinced. And
and Mbappe scores a hat trick in the final.
I was like,
and he still wins it.
Argentina's gonna win it. They're gonna give it to Mbappe. Yeah, that was crazy. That was a sweaty final. God, that was fun though.
Yeah, it was. Could happen again.
Yeah, good. It could. It should. It will. Unfortunately, it'll be in New Jersey instead of Mexico. All right. Well, you guys. Flash, thank you for your time. You gave us an hour and 5.
Anytime, I love your work.
Much, much appreciated. And this is going to be one of the best sports weeks, a couple weeks of the entire year. Wimbledon, you get up in the morning and Wimbledon is already cracking.
John
Wimbledon
Deere Classic.
Great.
John Deere Classic.
Yeah. Yes, this run of sports in the July, usually people shit talk July for being a bad sports month. This year
we've got the British Open. We've got British Open final round, the Open final round, and the World Cup final on the same day.
Boom, boom, boom. Oh God, that's great. Oh,
and Wimbledon. That's like the waste. You roll the waste management into the Super Bowl. That's such a fun day. If you have a runner in the waste management, and you've obviously I'm not comparing the two golf tournaments, but it's fun because all day long you get to watch your golf and cheer for your guys, and then you roll into a great game at night.
Oh, I had the Rams and Nick Taylor 2 years ago. What a day that was.
It doesn't get better.
I love it. July 11th, Saturday, you get to watch the women's Wimbledon ladies championship final, and then roll right into England, Brazil, and then right into Argentina, Colombia.
Are you doing a show for Wimbledon?
Yeah, it's going to be great. No.
Who wins the ladies?
I bet some pretty absurd prices on Karolina Pliskova. You remember her?
Yeah, of course.
she's in form. I think it's wide open. I think you can take on the favorites in every quarter. I think this is going to be a chaos one. This is something stupid's going to happen.
Rebecca,
I'm keeping my eye.
I think she can take her on. I don't think she's in good enough form.
A little bit of a dark horse, but also a former slam champ.
Pliskova is not a former slam champ.
Mine is Penko Zempic.
Penko Zempic.
Snatched. Yeah, she's looking trim. She's looking good.
I think she played today.
No, she wasn't good today.
She was not good today.
She does that though. She does that. She just peeks through.
She made the Wimbledon final. Did she lose the year? Yeah. Who'd she lose to?
Didn't she get a final against Barty one year again in one of the tournaments?
It might have been Barty. Yeah, it might have been Barty. Barbora Krejcikova won this tournament one year. So anyone can win. Anyone can win. Anyone can win.
Martinez.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I think you can take on Rybakina. Quarter four looks tough to me. And Rybakina has been super inconsistent. Like the fact that she didn't step up on grass in either of her preliminary tournaments and ass kick, I think that's a bad sign. Same with Sabalenka. I don't know.
Just looking at this shape, Drew, we're totally cutting you off. It looks like Paraguay got 4 players more.
Which is cheating.
They are so
Which is cheating, yeah. Is it because the refs are wearing the same color as Paraguay? I can't.
Well, I'll tell you what it is.
No, they're wearing orange.
The Paraguay want the ball to go wide.
Yeah.
So they say, go on, go wide and cross it. I dare you. So what they're doing is they're funneling them through the middle. And
Nice.
they're just like got 8 players waiting for them. 2 banks of 4, and the front bank are on the edge of their own box. So the other 4 are on the penalty spot. This looks like, I mean, probably the numbers moved already, but you'd be shocked if there's 2 goals in this game.
Germany's just feeling them out right now. Like a prize fighter.
Listen, they've got their hands up the top, and there's nothing underneath. Don't worry about that. There's no feeling. They're like, maybe the benches. Good. Maybe the benches. Come on,
all right, man.
All right.
Well, yes.
Anytime.
Call today.
Have a wonderful summer. Happy 4th of July. I don't think we're going to do a standalone 4th of July show, are we?
Type in NFL.
Yeah. 4th of July is on a Saturday, Drew.
I know it's going to be a little
long
while.
Weekend
with fireworks.
My liver is asking me if it's calling for
you got to ring that thing out.
It's calling for relief. Yeah, yes, it's asking for relief. But yeah, it's going to be a fun weekend.
The liver wants a stunt double.
Exactly. Yes, it needs a hydration break, a pause of dehydration. Yes,
I do like that.
Yes, it does. All right, guys, have a wonderful rest of the World Cup. Thank you as always, Flash. And
anytime.
Yeah, let's play the music. That was great fun. I could talk this. We could have gone another hour.
It's a fun tournament.
Could have gone up.
You know what? At the beginning too,
Actually,
I was like,
Andy,
you know what? This is too much. It's too much tournament. It goes on too long. But now I'm like sad that it's getting to
the good thing.
We
now
only have 30 matches left. We only have 30 matches left. I got to twist Andy. We got to do some halftime shows once we get later into this thing.
We will.
Since it's on our
matches.
time. Yeah, this is on our time. Yeah.
Yeah, Paraguay.